After spending the last 2 months or so cycling across Europe, we were finally reaching our first major milestone of this trip, Istanbul. This meant that we will finally be in Asia, our home continent, for the first time after a year abroad. Excited as we were, this last stretch proved to be more difficult than ever, with the huge hills of the Balkan Mountains and deathly highway traffic lying in between us and Asia. This last stretch of our journey starts in Serbia, as we leave the busy capital of Belgrade for Niš.
Well, excuse me, sorry, excuse me, oh my god.
We just got here to Niš. It's a beautiful, nice, quiet town, very different from Belgrade and Novi Sad, but we're gonna check it out.
After a tough couple of days cycling from Belgrade to Niš, we treated ourselves to some good Serbian food. And here's the best part about bicycle touring, you can eat whatever you like.
We got 2 plates pizza.
After 2 wonderful nights in Niš, we headed off for Sofia.
Cycling path is there, and the Balkan Mountains are there. It's gonna be a huge and crazy ride up those mountains. So far it's been a really tough cycle. It's really hilly and we have just been pushing up the hill, cycling uphill. Everything has just been uphill. So stop for a short little water break. It's really nice and considerate that here in Serbia they actually have nice little water points.
Our short little break helped us recharge and we felt a lot better, but not long after, it started to pour.
It's raining like crazy.
So we rushed off to find a campsite and quickly set up our tent before heading for an early night. Good morning world! Camping is honestly one of the best things in life. Check out this view behind me of the Balkan Mountains. So the plan for today is for us to cycle over 100 kilometers into Sofia. See you guys, hopefully in Sofia. Istanbul! Oh my god, that's our first Istanbul sign! As we were climbing the Balkan Mountains, the cutest thing happened to us today. This cute little dog that we nicknamed Merly, named after our very iconic merlion, started following us for over an hour.
We just met the cutest dog and we called him or her Merly. And Merly has been following us for like 45 minutes and Merly's making our day so much happier.
Merly, you want some plasma? Merly kept following us for over an hour, but we knew we had to say goodbye. It's really hard to say goodbye to Merly.
Merly boy.
After a teary goodbye with Merly, we got back on the road and we reached this small little town called Pira and had our very last Pecka before crossing the border into Bulgaria.
Crossing the borders.
And after a lot of bumpy roads and old buildings, we finally reached Sofia.
We made it to Sofia!
So even though it's slightly out of budget, I got a rose for Gracia because it's really pretty. We did some sightseeing and sent out our postcards. All was going well until Gracia's tooth started to hurt. Gracia's tooth hurts and she's at the dental clinic right now with me. 1 dental surgery later and a couple days of rest, we were back on the road for our next country.
And we are about to head into Greece.
This was where we had a heartwarming experience staying with a Greek grandma. We left the following day with our friends Jan and Annika as we cycled towards Turkey together.
It's the start of another beautiful day. And today we're cycling with our friends from the Netherlands, Nanika and Jan. Woo!
And after a couple of hours on the highway,
Made it to Turkey!
and that was the start of our Turkish adventures. During our last few 100 kilometers into Europe, we met so many kind people. So the weather was pouring outside and we were desperately looking for shelter, and this family which was sitting at the balcony just waved us in, and right now we are in their apartment and they said you cannot leave until you eat. So Turkish hospitality, I'm really enjoying it. This super kind family fed us and sheltered us and even gave Gracia a headscarf which we use almost every day now. We also met a fellow New Yorker who stayed near Istanbul and lived in the most amazing village.
Are we in Greece or something?
Before staying in the coolest cycling academy in Lulubagas.
Wow.
After the insane rolling hills and some very risky business cycling the D100 into Istanbul, we finally made it into Asia. And that, my love, we made it to Asia. So many countries, countless countries. Love you very much.
Love you too.
Asian girl back in Asia.